Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your 1212 Odin's Portal. And the reason why I'm calling it Odin's Portal is because the number 12 in the tarot is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is based on a mythology around Odin, who actually suspended himself upside down by one leg from the tree of life. And he supposedly spent like 9 days and 9 nights to gain knowledge of other worlds and to receive the understanding of the runes. The runes were the kind of the foundation, the basis of a lot of languages. And so it is about communication. Usually when I get the Hanged Man tarot card in readings, the messages that come through it are about seeing things from a higher perspective. And also it's kind of like a cocoon hanging upside down. You know, it takes time for the caterpillar to create the cocoon and to become caterpillar juice and then transform into the butterfly. And then the struggle of getting out of the cocoon builds its beautiful butterfly wing muscles and allows it to fly, allows it to go to places it didn't before. Odin is even known for having given one of his physical eyes to see with his spiritual eyes. So it's almost this message of close your eyes and truly see as well. So for this reading, we're actually going to bring in some runes. I'm excited. I'm learning runes. And then we're going to be asking the question, just what knowledge can help you right now? And is it time to move it? Or is it time to stand still and still be in that cocoon? So we'll have readings for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Capricorn, this is your portal reading, and we are going to start off here by pulling a card from the Runic Tarot, and I've separated the major arcana from all the minor arcana. And any of the cards and the runes that I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your fancy and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So this is going to be starting off just what area of your life, just to give us some guidance to start off on where you can use some knowledge to help you in your life right now. And then we'll also see if any of them tell us about movement. Is it time to move it or is it time to stand still? So let's take a look here with Capricorn. All right, this is the one right here. And you have the Death card. So death and rebirth coming in here. So you definitely, this knowledge is about transformation happening in your life. And I love this for you, Capricorn. So let's take a look here. We'll put that there. And we're also going to pull a rune. Now, thank you for your patience. I am just learning runes. So I'm not going to use the name, the pronunciation, and totally ruin the runes by trying to do that. But here is your rune. And I will take a look here. And it actually would be more like a C. Well, I guess the way you're looking at it. Anyway, it is looking like a C, whatever way in the mirror of these. So I'm going to put it like this. This should be the way it looks here. So this rune is called the Dice Box. And it is about like diplomacy, ability, controlling a situation, protection, precious intuition, a stroke of genius, and can be winnings from gambling too. So, hey, if you want to buy a Powerball ticket. But I like that kind of energy around this, especially about intuition and protection and this feeling like this need to control situations feels very strong because I know I'm a Capricorn rising and I know we have, you know, C is for Capricorn. Yes. You know, we want to have things structured and in place. And, you know, that's kind of our nature. We like this. We like doing the work, you know. It is the Saturn energy, which is diving into things, making sure we understand things, challenging things. So I like this death and this rebirth because it is very much the looking at the way of we've been thinking about before and finding new ways to look at it, right? So I do love that as our start. And then we're going to look in here I actually have two wisdom decks. The first one is the Wisdom of the Oracle. And we're just going to see what they want us to know about the knowledge. What of our area of thinking are we being challenged in to transform it, right? So let's take a look here. So for Capricorn, all right, that'll be the one here. And we have the chop wood. Do the work. Here we go. Chop wood, carry water, I think is the Zen saying. So let's take a look here, card number 42, and see what comes in here. So this is about being grounded in the everyday experience and some humility too. So there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, death, right? Watering the soil, and then leaving it to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. And when you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you even closer to what you seek. Wow, yeah, so I love this, stepping away and really focusing on the day-to-day tasks and being in the moment. So letting go of that control, right? This is like that control, putting an end to the need to control. And these also have a relationship and prosperity message, which I also want to read. And it says, nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. This is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple, just to be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. I love it. So prosperity message. Now is the time to take small steps rather than large leaps on the journey to creating your most prosperous life. Move your focus off your big dream and attend to the mundane chores. Focus on the little things that may have piled up while you've been mapping out the greater plan for life you aspire to see manifest into reality. Yeah, chop wood, carry water, as the Zen proverb advises, or wash dishes, walk the dog. While you're doing all that, Spirit will have a chance to move mountains and set wondrous miracles in motion for you. Remain humble and aware of the present. I like it. Yeah, so it's still about action. We're still doing movement. It's just we're doing the things in each moment rather than trying to do the huge leaps to get to where we think we need to get to. We're trusting the process, doing the very next thing. I like it. All right. So we're also going to pull from the Wisdom of Avalon and see what other area of our life. Let me just remove that rock a little bit there. Keeps on shaking that card. I'm like, it's not an earthquake. All right. So what else for Capricorn, please? What else for Capricorn? All right. So right here. And you have the Swan, transformation. And also trusting your your psychic gifts. I don't know where cosmic came from, but your cosmic gifts too. Look at that transformation with the death card. Death and rebirth, transformation, definitely in the energies here. And this card represents a transformation from one state to another, from the ugly duckling to the beautiful swan. This signals a period of growth that will ultimately be life-changing. The swan says that you may change so much that you may not recognize yourself in the end. Most important, it's time to honor and love this change within yourself, for then only the most beautiful reflection will shine back at you from the mirror of your life. The swan says, dive in, you will love who you become. It also reminds you that you need to trust your intuition and your psychic gifts to guide you as you go through the process of wonderful and ultimate change. This rune talked about that too, right? The psychic awareness, the intuitiveness. So I love that. And then I lost my place here. Hold on a sec. All right. It says the swan is the companion of the high priestess, who has the ability to part the mists that serve to separate Avalon from the physical world. The swan can dive into the lake on her behalf and find treasure that human eyes cannot see. The swan reminds you to see with your heart and listen with your spirit, and the whole world can be magically transformed. Wow. Yeah, so definitely this death and this rebirth and this transformation, really focusing in on the day-to-day and not getting lost in trying to rush forward and control things and get to this point. It's allowing yourself to do the very next thing and be in the moment. And this is where this transformation does come forward. I like it. And then we are going to pull from the Seeker Oracle as we seek more knowledge and more wisdom. See what else. What knowledge can help us in our life right now? What knowledge can we use? So for Capricorn, whoa, okay. And I do want the top one. All right. And what is this one? You have process and absorb. Yep, here's a snake, right? All about growth and transformation, shedding skin. So put that right there. Beautiful cards. Let's see. Process and absorb. Sleek and beautiful, Python is an adept hunter who can kill large prey that will sustain and nourish it. And when this occurs, Python can go for many weeks without the need to feed again. But the true miracle takes place within a python every time it feeds. Its internal organs, the intestines in particular, double in size within a few days of eating, and as a result, the snake is able to absorb more nutrients with greater efficiency from its food. Wow. Once the meal has been digested, the organs return to their original size. Crazy, I love it. We humans do not possess the same ability. No kidding, right? However, there is wisdom to be found in Python's miraculous internal transformation. Python has its processes. It will take in a large amount of food, withdraw, and allow its body to go through the process of absorbing its food. When we take on large amounts of information or have an intense physical or emotional experience, we can do the same. Python's message is to ask that you take a break if it is needed. Allow your body and mind to process new knowledge or experience, especially one that may wrought hard, fast, and lasting change upon you and your life. Wow. So with this transformation, with this stuff that's coming through here, with our thoughts and beliefs about needing to be in control and trying to make everything happen and trying to make these huge leaps forward so we can get to the end of the task, It's about doing things on a daily basis, trusting that, allowing these, because they do have all these talked about miracles, I think. As we do this, things do come in, things do happen, and we take time to absorb it, enjoy it, celebrate it. And then another big thing comes. We take time to celebrate it and absorb it. Another big thing comes, and we just do that. And I love that awareness that's coming in here. All right, we're also going to pull cards here from the minor arcana of the Runic Tarot, see what else they have to add. All right, what else for Capricorn, please? Okay, they do want to that one, this one here, this one here. This one here. Okay, that's what they went. All right. So we'll start with this one here, and we have the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords. Swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our attitudes, our expectations. And the Seven of Swords is about understanding what of our own thoughts and our own beliefs and mindsets have been stealing from us, stealing our joy, stealing our, jobs, relationships, whatever it might be, these thoughts and beliefs that are rooted in the fears of losing a conditional love, these opinions that we've had before, and being aware of them and cutting them and releasing those. So in regards to this whole message here, it would be things that are telling us that I am only successful when, I can only be happy when. And so it's all this attachment to an outcome rather than enjoying the journey, enjoying the process of going there. And that usually happens when we're not living our dream, that we're trying to achieve things that we've been said have to happen in order for us to be lovable and acceptable. But when we really get into what is our true purpose, when we're getting to the heart of what we want to do, how do you uniquely want to share your love in your heart with the world? When you're doing it, when you're living your dream, then you're not worried about getting to, an end. It's good to have goals, yeah, but it's not the attachment to it. And so there's this freedom that comes of opening up to this, where it's like, I'd like for this to get to this point, but I'm enjoying each step as I'm going, like it says, chopping wood, carrying water, just doing the daily things to head towards that. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So here we go. More swords. So the Queen of Swords, she wields this Ace of Swords. And that is what it connects us. It allows us to connect to those capital T truths that are rooted in the unconditional love of the upper world, the upper realms, and allows us to slice away these small T truths that are rooted in that fear, like we talked about. She also is a balancer of heart and mind, and I like that card because all queens get a portion of water, and then they also roll over their suit. So she rolls over air, but is also given emotion, and so she understands the importance of making decisions, not just from the mind, but also from the heart, from your passion. What are you doing? Are you living your passion and using your mind to help you get there step by step? Or are we going off of the fears and trying to do all the things that we feel we're supposed to, right? And then we have the Six of Cups. So nostalgia, people from the past possibly coming in here too. But really with this transformation and this death and this rebirth, the Six of Cups is about going back and looking at those emotional stories, those emotional memories that we have, that we use to define us, that we use to limit us, that are at the root of a lot of these thoughts and these mindsets that come in here. And what happens, every moment is either of that unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love, and all of our emotions are that too. Because our thoughts are like the stories we put around a situation, but the emotions are what we feel as we go through it. And a lot of times our emotional body creates thoughts and beliefs and things to help us feel a certain way again or not feel a certain way again. And so when we go back and look at an old memory, that might be one of conditional love and fear, right? Punishment, those uncomfortable emotions. When we look at that, because obviously it's not of unconditional love of the higher realms, then it's of fear. And when you know that when a human goes into fear, our little child self, it sounds the alarm. It throws out our adult brain, the intelligent, emotionally intelligent, caring, giving side of us. It throws it all out, and it becomes, like been calling it lately, a cat mind, where it hisses and attacks, or it hisses and runs away, but its goal is to feel safe and in control again. And it's going to do uncaring things, unintelligent things, because we are not in our adult mind, our human mind, we're in our cat mind instead. So when we look back at that and we realize, oh, what was being said, what was being done both by others and myself, most likely we were all in fear in the situation, was out of survival, out of feeling unsafe. We were all crying out for, to feel safe and in control again, because our little inner child was freaking out. And when we realized that anyone else's actions and words were based in fear and not personal, they were just a cat mind going crazy, as we were as well, we start looking at the situation differently. We start looking at them differently, and we start looking at ourselves differently. So this transformation does happen, and it does change, and we get more in our power. Because as we learn that and understand this, then day by day, as new things arise, we realize, oh, that's a cat. That's not of unconditional love. So cat mind, let me just do the little red dot, distract it, whatever it is. But it is a transformation of old emotions going on too. And then you have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is pursuit of a higher love. It's a stable emotions that are coming in here. Fours are a very, very stable number. Just think of like a table with four huge legs on it. It's a very solid foundation. So the Four of Cups is about, those outer cups haven't been fulfilling, relationships, situations, things. Those things are not fulfilling. They're unstable. They're temporary. People change. They pass away. Jobs, education, things never stay the same. People, our bodies, our bank accounts, possessions break down, deteriorate, stolen, burn down, blow up. All of that, it's not fulfilling for very long, if at all. But the fourth cup that's offered is the chalice. It's the Holy Grail. It is the unconditional love of the higher realms. And so you do have this emotional stability that comes in, both in looking and transforming your old emotions, but also you're being offered connection to that, which makes you have this emotional stability to here through this transformation. Yeah. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, independent, feeling of fullness and wholeness and completeness independently with yourself. The nines are the hermit journey, all about the inner, and the pentacles are about the outside world. And so you do feel your worth in relation to the outside world. You're basing it on this unconditional love and finding a solidity where you didn't feel it before either. So a wonderful, this is like abundance and feeling whole and complete. And so I really like that coming in here with, this journey that you're on here, this transformation, this rebirth that's happening. So you are just take things a day at a time. The transformation is happening. And I kind of feel, we were talking about, is it time to move it or stand still? It's like, stand still, take a step, stand still, take a step, stand still. It's about taking it a moment at a time, right? So I kind of almost feel it's like both at the same time. Yeah, it's time to move it and stand still. What do you mean? I can't do that. Well, not rushing to get to somewhere, but slowly enjoying the journey, not on like a race through the woods trying to get to a finish line, but a nice, gentle, meditative walk through life is what they're having come in here for you with this 1212 Odin's portal. So I love this message for you, Capricorn. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these portal readings, I also put out weekly readings for each individual zodiac sign, their energy updates, monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, pick cards, and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all. And if you select that, two things happen. One, you'll be notified immediately when these new videos come out. Two, you will be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. I go live every day, and so if you want to get notified of when I do, just make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell and select all. Also, doing those things I mentioned help grow the channel, and it helps spread the Zen love, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to automatically share my videos with other people too. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you're looking for more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. Right, Capricorn, as you step through this portal, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.